Yo, what's going on, peeps? Back with another one. Preview Sheffield United v Spurs. And as you know, last time out, got a draw against Fulham, who were like 18th or something. Shit performance, which led to the shit result. But, you know, we move and we march on now to Sheffield United, where we haven't won there since probably the 70s. So it ain't looking good, and the way we're performing, it's looking even worse, even more bleak. I think we've got like a couple of draws, and we've definitely lost there last season, if I remember correctly. We got slapped like 3-0 or something. I don't want to repeat that, because our top 4 chances will probably be out the window by then. We know Liverpool, Man United go head to head this weekend, so we just have to take advantage and pick up 3 points. Now, even though Sheffield United picked up their first win this season the other day with a penalty, I believe it was against Newcastle, probably deserved the win, if we're honest. They're probably the better team, but even though they're lingering down in 20th with like 5 points, it don't mean it's going to be an easy game, because for the most part, there's been games and Sheffield United's been not bad. They just ain't got the results. They played well, they've just been unfortunate. And now with that win, and they played the day before us, they're probably going to be more fresh, they're going to be up for it. And they have a high morale, got a good result. Us, we're probably going to be still crying about our draw and how we threw it away. And I still don't believe how we done it, but being a Tottenham fan for 10 odd years, you learn that Tottenham are capable of doing such things. So it's just like food and drink to them, innit? Have us fans up in 1 minute, next minute we're down in the dumps. That's what they do. We thought, oh look, our fortunes are turning. It was top of the league in December, never seen it. What happened there? Fluffed our lines and we bottled it. Had a chance to go third, beating Fulham, started off well, bottled it. So that's what they do. They win a game and you think the fortunes are turning, and then they go back to Tottenham. So I'm not one of these delusional fans that are going to come out saying we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I see what I see, and I will say what I see. If I see shit, I'm going to say I see shit. If I see a brilliant performance, I'm going to say I see a brilliant performance. If I see individuals that are brilliant and the rest are shit, I'm going to call it how I see it. I ain't going to sugarcoat anything just because I'm a fan. If you're a fan and you're just going to be one of those yes men and just see a positive in everything and not being real, then I don't know if you're a real fan. Because if you're a real fan, you should be able to be objective and see when your team is doing bad and be honest with it, and not just try and be positive all the time, because then you're just a part of the problem accepting shit. And I'm not accepting this bollocks that I've been seeing these last few weeks. I'm not going to beat obviously that Mourinho out, because that's like really fickle and that's just dumb. Like, we've got a manager that's won stuff and he knows how to win. But the thing is, I think he's got players in this team that probably ain't used to his philosophy and can't adjust, which is why we're struggling. I think the mentality, he's changed it a bit, but it just creeps back in the mentality we had on the Poch and all the other managers and all the other Spurs teams, and it seems like it's passed on to these lot. They've picked it up like it's a virus and they inject them with it, and they all just have it built in them, like Resident Evil with the T virus. It's like they inject them with some Spurs virus and they just turn into bottle jobs. And it looks like that's where we are right now. We're in January, season done in May. The games are coming thick and fast, so we can't afford to be playing like a bunch of bellends. We need to wrap up these teams in the bottom part of the table, and the teams around us we've got to beat or take points off. It's just that simple. There's no other way if we even want top 4, because we can't keep having teams lose around us and then we say, oh, Chelsea lost? Alright, say no more. We're gonna go lose now. It's our turn to lose. Don't worry, hold my beer, we'll show you how it's done. No. So we need to put on a proper performance like we did against Leeds. Only difference being that Sheffield United are going to be happy to let us have the ball and try and break them down and hit us on the break. We know this. They don't need to come out and play, because we were just getting behind them. Son, Kane, and whoever's playing on the right on the day, we're just getting, and it will be game over for them. So they're not silly, they know what they're doing. They know how we play by now, hence why we haven't beaten them. So we're going to have to try a different strategy, because what we used before ain't worked. So we need to find a new way to try and break down this stubborn team. But we'll see on Sunday what happens. So now we get into my 11, and as always, you know how it is, we start between the sticks. And who else but Hugo Lloris? If he ain't injured, he's in all day for me, because he's the best keeper we have at the club, and if we're being real, he's probably one of the better keepers we've had at the club in a long time. Albeit he does make some stupid errors at times, but overall he's definitely saved us as much as he's cost us. So for me, Lloris all day. On the right, gotta beat Aurier. Doherty ain't getting into my 11. The only time he's getting into my 11 is if we're playing, like, we've got FA Cup game against Wickham coming up in a couple of weeks. He come into a game like that, because in the Premier League, I don't want to see him there when we got big games and points to be won. Can't trust him to do the job, because he ain't gonna do it. So Aurier all day. Albeit he had a bad game against Fulham, he's still better than Doherty. Even that is worse. So for me, Aurier comes in. Alderweireld, I don't know why he didn't play against Fulham. He needs to come back in on Sunday, along with Eric Dyer. That's who I want to see as a back two. Don't want to see Sanchez. With all due respect, don't want to see Rodon in there. Unless there's injuries, it needs to be those two. Because that's the only way I can see us getting anything out of this game, is with them two in the back line. And outside of them on the right, or so I say the left, gotta be my guy Reguilon. Nice assist. Didn't have a bad game, but didn't have his best game either. But still, we're gonna need that pace for a counter. And Ben Davis ain't got it, and he don't have the delivery. So Reguilon for me. And I need to see Højbjerg and Sissoko, not Winks. Don't want to see Winks in there. If you're not playing Dele Alli, I need to see Sissoko in there. Don't put him on the right, because he can't cross, can't pass, can't shoot. So putting him on the right just makes no sense. All he has is pace, but no end product. It's just like Traore. No, don't want that. So I need to see Højbjerg and Sissoko in front of the back line. Even though Højbjerg had a shocker against Fulham, they just bossed him about him, barsed him and pushed him and roughed him up, and he had no retort. But still one of our better players this season, and when he's on job, he does the job. So it needs to be them two in there. Højbjerg to break it up, and Sissoko to be the train to get the ball forward to who I'm going to put in front of him, in Ndombele. He's been brilliant this season. Don't take him out of the team to put in at the Celso, or we know it's not Dele anyway, but anyone else, because they're not delivering like he is. The Celso maybe have 2 good moments in the game and maybe 1 decent pass, but not enough. Bring him off the bench if anything. But for me, and Ndombele starts all day. On the left, Son. Up top, Kane. On the right, gotta be Lucas. I see Bergwijn in training pull off a nice chip, but fam, I don't care what you're doing in training. I want to see you do it in the game. Anyone can score goals in training. I want to see you score a goal in a match. You don't get points for scoring in training. You don't say you scored 5 goals. Okay, we're going to add that to your tally and we're going to give you 3 points. No. Score in a damn game. Get your shooting boots on when you need them in a match. When you're wearing the Tottenham kit, not your training kit, the actual team kit, the match day kit, with the ref and there's 11 opposition of a different club on the pitch. That's when you score those kind of goals. Make me happy. Not in training. Don't care. Sorry, but I'm not getting excited about some training ground goals and tick-a-tack passing and nutmegs and all that. I don't care. What are you doing on match day? That's when it matters. If you're not doing a match day, then the training thing's just invalid. It's now void. So I don't care. So for me, Lucas has to come in. And if you're gonna put Bergwijn in, then he better deliver. Because I'm starting to get fed up of him and his poor finishing. He looks like he can finish, but maybe it was a fluke, that goal. Maybe he's not practicing it. Maybe he needs some more drills on how to shoot and hit the target, at least, minimum. But that's the preview. That's the 11. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, all of that. You really know how it go. And I'm gonna get out of here and mentally prepare for Sunday. And I'll see you lot Sunday with the review. If it's not Sunday, it will be Monday. But most likely it will be Sunday, if I'm honest. If it's a bad result, then I'm not gonna lie, yeah, it might be Monday still. But either way, there will be a review. But until then, I'm out of here. Peace.